Evil prevail when good men do nothing.
How do you fight back against that? At what point do you just stop playing in that game?
People have asked me that too. Why don't you just give up your license? And I would say, well, because I wouldn't be giving it up. I would be allowing it to be taken away from me. Like if I decide in a year that I don't want to be a licensed clinical psychologist because the whole damn profession has become corrupt, that's a whole different issue than letting this pack of craven commissar cowards utilize the complaints of random people online to justify their own envy and desire to prosecute and then fold in the face of that opposition. It's like, I'm not going to do that.
I have always wished that there will come a day where Africa or my home country will become like Canada in terms of development, freedom, and liberty. That was my dream. That was my hope. But it's really a shame to see this hope being squashed. Let's watch this video by Dr. Jordan Peterson himself and listen to the whole story.
How are you? How are you doing, Dad?
Well, not too bad. I've been preparing my public response to the decision of the Ontario College of Psychologists to require me to do mandatory social media communication retraining. The College of Psychologists is the regulatory board for the practice of psychology in Ontario. There are a variety of regulated professions: medicine, dentistry, teaching, architecture, psychology. That's not all of them. And these regulated professions have a board that's appointed by the government, whose mandate is to protect the public from unprofessional behavior on the part of the members of the regulated professions. And people can submit complaints to those bodies if they believe that they've been treated unprofessionally or unethically or otherwise inappropriately by a college member, so a member of the relevant profession. And the college has been after me nonstop with complaints since I rose to public prominence in 2016, although not once before that in the 20 years that I practiced as a clinical psychologist. So this isn't the university that's after me like it was in 2017, 2016. This is the College of Psychologists, which has started pursuing me in 2016 and has never let up.
So the Ontario College of Psychologists has asked Dr. Jordan Peterson to undergo a social media communication training course in order for him to be re-educated on how to communicate with the public. Because in their view, Dr. Jordan Peterson does not know how to communicate properly. That's what they think. And so they have asked him to undergo this special course to make sure that he is re-educated on how to be a civilized person. You never thought you see a day where a professional body will come regulating your personal life. You thought you never see a day where people who are supposed to regulate your professional life only will overreach into regulating every single thing you say or do. And to make matters worse, that is coming from Canada. Canada, of all places, Canada. Sometimes it's so funny, okay? I talked about it and I'm laughing. Not because it's funny, no. It's because I'm so frustrated when I see things like this. It gets me so confused, like, Canada, like, really? Canada, I cannot wrap my head around. This is just crazy. Really, really crazy. This is really crazy. And when I saw this news, I was confused because I was like, did they know who they decided to pick this fight with? Remember, Dr. Jordan Peterson is not just any person, right? First, he is smart. Second, he understands what he said. Third, he doesn't just go all his way trying to insult or instill chaos and violence. No, that's not what he does. In fact, he's someone who understands how society works. He's someone who understands how people behave. So before he said anything, he gave the thing a lot of thought before he said them. So I really do not understand why the College of Psychologists in Ontario will decided to pick this fight with him. What is their end game? Because for sure they must have known that Dr. Peterson won't just go easily, right? That he will fight them. They must have known that. And the thing that gets so worrisome is that if someone like Dr. Jordan Peterson, who is so high profile, who has a huge following, someone who has influenced the lives and well-being of a lot of people, someone who a lot of people agree with, someone who tell people how to behave in society, how to live a good life. There's one principle with someone like me, which I think that is what we humans should have in us. You can agree to disagree. You guys can decide to say, okay, I might not necessarily agree with everything you are going to say, but I won't try to silence you. I won't go all my way to make sure you cannot talk. I will give you the space. I will give you the arena to share your thoughts and opinions. I will listen to you, but I might not necessarily agree with you. That is a very good principle that I think we humans must have in us. But I found myself seeing people who do not want to hear others' point of view, who are not willing to let others even express themselves. If you say something contrary to their own narrative, you are the target, you became the enemy. And in the case of Dr. Jordan Peterson, it's not like he is even saying something so terrible. It's not like he is even saying that people should be violent or people should do this or people should do that. No. He mainly sees a problem in society and try his best to offer a proper solution. In other sense, he is helping the government build a very good society, which I think that the government ought to have appreciated instead of them going after him. They don't like what he said, so they want to crush him. And that is the world we all live in, where people cannot talk anymore. I always use this phrase that it's a pity that the West is becoming like this because from childhood, I have watched movies, I have listened to the news, I have read articles about the West, and I came to understand that the West was a place where everyone was free. The West was a place that respect people's personal and private life. The West was a place that people had the right to express themselves in the best possible way. That the West was a place that there was peace, freedom, liberty for all. And for those of us from Africa who grew under very, very strong regime, I personally thought that the West was an example that us, the Africans, could emulate. I have always wished that there will come a day where Africa or my home country will become like Canada in terms of development, freedom, and liberty. That was my dream. That was my hope. But it's really a shame to see this hope being squashed. It really breaks my heart to see Canada descending into this level. It really breaks my heart to see that Canadian authorities cannot any longer accept different views. That Canada is becoming one dictatorship. Canada is becoming like Banana Republic. It's such a pity. And I will hope that the people of Canada won't let this happen. That the people of Canada will wake up and realize that it's a slippery slope. If they can get Dr. Jordan Peterson, they can get you too. If they have started with him and everyone let them get away with it, you will be next. I always tell people about this quote, right? Evil prevail when good men do nothing. Again, evil prevail when good men do nothing. So to you guys out there, what do you think about this story? Do you think that a professional regulatory body like the Ontario College of Psychologists has the right to regulate someone's private life? Let us know in the comment section below, because like always, we love hearing what you have to say. And please, kindly like this video, share this video, follow our Facebook page, and most importantly, subscribe to this YouTube channel. You have no idea how far your support takes us, and we are very, very grateful. So thank you very much for watching this video, and like always, see you in the next one.